kitchen, baby, and you know what it means. G. Marie gon' come around. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, let's start the show.
Hey hair care hotties, it's your girl G. Marie and welcome to another episode of the Hair Kitchen. Today's guest is Kevin Hawkins from Tailored Beauty Solutions, a long-term colleague of mine that's going to sit and talk to me and talk to you guys all about how we buy products, the impact they have on the industry, as well as the representatives who sell the products to us. He's an independent distributor who sells products throughout the DMV to professionals, and I'm so glad to have him here. Welcome to the show, Kevin.
Hi, thanks, G. Marie. Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, so again, welcome to the show. I'm so glad that you came. My first question is, what inspired you to come into sales specifically in the beauty industry?
Actually, I don't know if I was inspired to go into the beauty industry. I just graduated high school. My godfather was the pillar in the beauty industry from back in the 70s. He was the vice president of ABC. So I took a job there, and in taking the job, I started delivering throughout the DMV area. And then as we grew, and then he defected and got his own business, I became a salesperson for his company. So that's how I got involved in sales.
Okay, I didn't know that you were at ABC.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's where I started. That's where I met Kenny.
That's where I started. I mean, it was between delivering and going to college, and so I was like back and forth, and then I stopped working for them. I went back to college, so it was just one of those things, and I was like, college ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just got back over there, and then we just took off from there.
Yeah, okay. That's that college ain't for me story. A lot of us had that.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm glad I got a cosmetology license.
Get some money right now.
Right.
It might not have been the right thing to do, but it was like, I was just trying to be grown, that's all.
And it worked for me.
Right.
I'm still here.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, those were the days. I haven't thought about ABC since I was in my 20s when I first got out of beauty school. I didn't know you worked for them. What location were you in? Because I used to shop at the 7th Street location.
And that's where I was.
Oh.
And because we distribute the products from that location.
Okay.
But they also had 3 other locations throughout the metropolitan area. One was on South Capitol Street, and one was on Minnesota Avenue, and then one was on Martin Luther King Highway on the Sea Pleasant side of Maryland.
And see, I didn't even know that because I used to come downtown to the one on 7th Street right there by Marlowe's. Before you got to Marlowe's, it sat on the right-hand side. And Mary was my salesperson.
Exactly.
And I knew of Kenny, but I didn't even know what Kenny looked like because he would be upstairs in the upstairs part, hollering stuff down. Yeah. And matter of fact, Mary was the person who introduced me to the cream press I used back then, and I still use it. It's like 30 years later, I'm still using it.
Yeah, he was the man back then. He was the vice president for that company. A Jewish family owned the business, but he was the person in charge. He had been in the business since the 70s.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
And and they were making some money back then. That's when they were $100,000 back in the early 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And they were winning Cadillacs because that's when the Elasticurl was out.
Oh wow.
So
I remember people would win cars, and
that's what inspired me as well. Trying to win some cars and some money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I had to pay my way, and I delivered some. And as I delivered, the people got accustomed to me. And so when he branched off and got his own business, he just made me a salesperson for his company. And it was just like, we just rolling over in time,
Yeah, because I remember when he moved, and I was so confused. I was like, hold on, ABC, Action. I was like, is this the same company? Because then it was on 202, and he was like, you don't have to go downtown anymore. And I was like, okay, he changed the name of the business. Everything is Action. He kept the A, which had me all.
And he sat right in the back of the store, made his phone calls to his customers. because like I said, the customer base was basically his, you know, because that's everybody knew him.
Yeah.
He was a pillar in the industry for
He
sure.
He was.
And
Dang.
that's who got me into the beauty industry. So I don't know if I was inspired. I was just, like I said, it was a job. So.
And then when when y'all moved to Capitol Heights, to the old post office, I was like, okay. And then everywhere I went, sometimes you might be even kind of joning on me a little bit, because I would be like, hey, I'm over here. You like, where you at now?
Yeah, because you moved
everywhere
around as
I
well.
moved.
But I mean, we
I
greatly
kept my
appreciate your
salesperson.
business. Yeah, we greatly appreciate you. You stuck with us though. You always came through, so that's what was important.
And I'll never forget, because Kenny, I didn't even know. I was in the store on over in Capitol Heights, and there was a customer ahead of me, and she was buying her stuff on credit. And when she left, you were at the counter too. I don't know if she was maybe one of your customers. You were at the counter, because usually the other lady would be at the counter, but you were at the counter this day. And I was like, 30 days? What's going on? I used to be struggling at home. Okay, let me get my money together so I can go to the beauty supply. You was like, yeah, we do terms.
We do credit.
We do credit. I said, what? I've been coming here for 20 years. I didn't know it was credit. I've been cash and carry all this time.
And that was a good thing though. You don't get into getting credit. Credit ain't always good. You know what I mean? Because you know we have a hard time paying our bills. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but and that was one of the things, or one of the ways that we stayed in business and separated ourselves from other distributors that's out there. Yeah. Because like I said, you know, when you go into amazing places, they want their money up front.
Exactly.
They don't know you. Yeah, they don't know you.
They don't even care.
They want green, and that's what it's all about.
Exactly. So that's a thing of the past now.
Yeah, that was one of the ways we stayed in business, and we built our customer base, because they knew, we would allow them to have credit or get stuff on credit. Yeah, come back, pay us 30 days later, 15 days later, or whatever. So
did they do that at ABC? Did they do that at?
They did that at ABC as well.
See, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it was just trickle down effect. So yeah, they did it all over. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a good thing. I mean, and they understand, you know, like you say, you know, as long as you coming back, that's what's important.
And we didn't have a lot of comeback places to go, so you knew the business was coming to you, because you had the products that we needed in the salons. So.
Yeah, they pretty much had the DMV area locked down. It was another company in Baltimore that did big business, North Avenue.
I've heard of them, never been there.
Yeah, but they used to come over to the DC area. Some, but not much, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they pretty much had this DMV area pretty much under control. So
yeah, because the stylists that I know in my days of teaching and doing education, when I would say I came from Prince George's and I was doing a class in Baltimore, they'd be like, whoa, that's so far. I'm like, straight down 295, 30 minutes and you're there.
30 minutes.
It's not that far, but a lot of people from Baltimore that I've interacted with would think that this was really far. They would be like, that's far. But that's because they're city.
Well, once you make the drive a couple of times, you realize, see how fast it goes
exactly.
by. You know, so yeah, but a lot of people don't get out as much.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
To know. So.
Exactly. Wow, that was a trip down memory lane right there.
Yes,
ABC
indeed.
and Action, and hadn't thought about them in years. But my next question is about comparison of national brands versus local or independent brands. How do you see those, and what are the differences?
The difference is the national brands. Of course, you get more attention and more exposure.
Right.
There's more money put behind them because they put them on the television screens.
Right.
They put them on social media, also in magazines.
Correct.
With the independent brands, they're almost like a mom and pop situation. You know, not a lot of push behind them, not a lot of money behind it, but you just have to go out and do the groundwork, lay the groundwork, get your product out there in people's hands, let them try it if you believe in it, and like I said, at the end of the day, see what comes out of it.
Okay, yeah, I do know about on the national brand side, because I did work for one of the national brands, and a lot of education, a lot of training all the time for those of us who were educators, Then the shows are huge. They put a lot of money into production. It would almost be like a major movie production to do a show because they had lighting crews. I mean, the New York IBS was from behind the scenes. I know what you see when you come as an attendee, but then when you get the opportunity to come behind the scenes, I would be like, how much was the lighting that they set up just to light our set? Not every manufacturer that was there, but just what went into for hours, and then your booth set up, all the product. It was like you said, it was a lot of money. You could just see all the money, and then all of the educators that help with the sales through the distributors around the country. So they put a lot of money into it. A lot of push goes into it. So like I said, at the end of the day, that's what makes that product successful versus, like I said, the independent product. Just got to do a lot of groundwork, a lot of foot soldiers, just like footwork, like we pounding the pavement out here. That's
what I mean? So at the end of the day, but a lot of those independent products, they work very well.
That's that was my thought. Just now, it's like there'll be really good products. Then you can have products that are national brands. You like, what is this?
You're not
so
that
it goes
pleased
both
with
ways,
it.
exactly.
Right, it does.
And we bought the marketing, and the product was like, so.
For sure.
Thanks. Wow, national brands, independent brands. Then we have social media. So how do you think social media has impacted the beauty industry, sales, specifically YouTube University? Has that had any impact in the part of the business you're in with sales of products?
Not as much from my perspective of it. I do know that social media has played a part in the beauty industry itself because a lot of the younger stylists, and I'm gonna say this, they stopped attending a lot of the hair shows because they feel that they saw a video of a young lady putting a weave in or sewing a weave in or
laying down
gluing
a lace front,
or doing one of those,
Yep.
things. So exactly at the end of the day, I think that's where social media has played a big part in helping the stylists. I don't know if it's helping them or hurting them, but at the end of the day, that's what I take on it. Not any of the sales at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just like I said, the product is put out there. Once you get it in your hands, some people will pay attention, some people won't. So
Yeah, social media has definitely, I'm with you on that, had an impact because you think you can just watch somebody. And when I was running my school, the consensus was make sure the person's in a salon environment. If they're in their closet or their bathroom with a mirror, please choose someone who at least looks like they're in the industry before you come and talk to me about what do I think about that.
Right.
Because you might not really want to hear my thoughts on it. Because does she have a license? Those things are still very important to me. And I can imagine it.
You're really technical about a lot of things in this beauty industry. So they might want to ask you. They might not want to ask you.
So I think it has been helpful on one hand, but I think it has done some damage. And we're still dealing with the fallout from that.
For sure.
So social media has been positive and has had some not so positive reviews as far as I'm concerned, but how do you adapt your strategy, your sales strategies based on trends and what's going on in the industry?
When I look out and I see, what's going on around me, or like I said, I just definitely take a full steam ahead approach about, like if like when they're not doing the relaxers anymore as much. So a lot of the women buying a lot more shampoos. So I'm focused on, what shampoos work, for a woman that's taking out a weave or natural hair. A woman that's left in a weave, she's left a weave in her hair for over 6 months. So you need that therapeutic shampoo. So those are the things that I push toward or I target in my strategies to say, I can't sell you no relaxer or not as much relaxer. So now I'm gonna sell you some more shampoo. You know what I mean? And try to build it up that way. So that would be my approach to see what's really going on in the salon or the industry itself.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. You couldn't have hit a stronger nerve with me with the relaxer, but that's a whole nother show of its own.
Right.
I definitely am not anti-relaxer. I'm still strongly believe in relaxers, but I'm also pro healthy hair. So if you're doing the chemicals, and I think that has also done some damage in the beauty industry too. It reminds me of when barbers were saying when the Afro first came out, their business took a hit because people weren't cutting fades. And this is Mr. Campbell having a conversation with me years ago. So he's probably seen it a couple of times because, you know, the grungy and all of those styles came back where people weren't really cutting their hair. So that's how the relaxer and the natural hair movement for a lot of us in the industry, I had to learn how to do natural hair. That wasn't my first love. I've always loved chemicals, color and relaxer.
Trust me, a lot of these natural hair women need some type of chemicals on their hair for real. But I'm sorry, you know. I'm sorry. I don't, you know, no offense to my sisters out there.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so, hey. But that's what we are, man. So at the end of the day, we just got to do the best we can.
Okay. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Hair Kitchen. Let G. Marie take care of your hair. Visit us on Style Seat for appointments or call 443-490-5777 and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. There's something for everyone in the Hair Kitchen.
So in having your clients for a long time, because I'm a long time customer, how do you build and maintain those strong relationships with your people?
My strategy is, or since I've been in the independent side, my strategy was just get a good customer base, meaning not try to cover the whole DMV area. Let me get a good 100 customers that I have a relation with, have relations with, that I know, and then I cater to those people. Just being consistent, one, pleasant attitude, you know, trying to be friendly, caring, you know what I'm saying? It's not all about money or a give and take situation. I give you something, you give me something. You know, but let's have a relation like you and I have, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It hasn't been all about
I've met your kids before, you know what I mean, over time, you know what I'm saying? So just those type of things, just trying to be consistent, coming every day or the days that I say I'm gonna come, you know, calling them, phone calls, hey, you need anything this week, you know what I mean? Just being consistent on what you're doing. Get a good base of customers, cater to those, and then let everybody else follow suit. Because guarantee you, if I'm dealing with you enough, the person sitting beside you, she gonna join wagon or jump on the wagon, you know what I'm saying, eventually, you know what I mean? So that's what I've learned and how to, you know, being consistent on keeping my customer base going.
That's good, I would definitely piggyback on that it's definitely been more than just about product in exchange for money. Hey G, I'm doing this, or if I need something, hey Kevin, I can call you and ask you about different things, and it's not always when you placing an order. Matter of fact, I don't think you've never called me and said, do you need to place an order? Because we know what to do.
But you know, you handle your business, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have to call you. You know what you needed, or you know your days to go shopping for your beauty supplies. I mean, you were a businesswoman, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, those other women, some of these other women, they need a little help, you know what I'm saying? Or they gonna wait till the last minute, a little bit of color left, and they're like, oh man, I got a customer coming at 5. Let me see if I actually can get over here, you know what I'm saying? Or can you bring it tomorrow? Let me reschedule her for it. So, you know, those are the things that we go through in this industry.
See, I don't know anything about that.
You always on point. You ain't waiting around for nothing. You're going to have what you need, or you're going to have more than what you need. That way, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the saying? You don't got to get, what is it? I don't have to get ready.
I stay ready.
You know, or something like that. It was like, man, what?
At the
end of the day.
Well, they're lucky to have you as their person.
Oh, man, we try hard, man, you know. They make you work, though. For sure.
you definitely have built, I can imagine the relationships you have with other customers based on the relationship that I've had with you over the years. But where do you see the business going in the next 5 to 10 years, and what do you see as the biggest challenges and opportunities?
To be honest, G. Marie, I'm not sure where the business is going, but I do know a lot of the black manufacturers are folding at a rapid pace, and they're catering to the consumer. Where, and this is an example, it's a manufacturer, they make a relaxer, but they stop making a neutralizer shampoo. Does that make sense?
No.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't know
How does
where they're going or what they're doing for this one particular company. But I mean, that's just an example. But the quantities of the product, they're downsizing. They don't. How you not make a gallon size shampoo?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, only thing they sell is a 32 ounce. That's when I've been able to get as an independent distributor. No gallons. We are out of them. Like, how do you get out of a gallon size shampoo? We have professionals out here, that need the product.
Yeah.
So, to be honest with you, I don't know where the industry is going, but I can see that they're catering more to the customer, over the counter. Your Amazons.
Yeah, I hear that so much.
Who else?
All of them.
Just anybody that can mass distribute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as a whole, man, we got to figure a way to save it somehow. But I know as far as the ethnic side of it, we falling and we closing fast. Because a lot of times, a lot of the big companies are buying those small black companies up, and then they discontinue the product. Just wipe us out. You know what I mean? Altogether. So it forces us to use those
products that they're selling. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
If you downsize a relaxer, that's almost automatic for consumer use, because I don't want buying a pint of relaxer. I need a 4-pound.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Right. So it's like, and then you run through it so fast, so I don't know, you know what I mean? I was like, how does that
then
work?
That's going to cost you more if you buy in small quantities and you have to buy it more frequently.
Yeah.
So.
And then you don't make a neutralizer shampoo.
I'm not buying that.
You need a neutralizer to
I'm becoming a
neutralize
chemist.
the.
I'm about to make my own.
Yeah. So it's like, man, I don't know where our side of the business is going. So to be honest, I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better answer,
No,
but
that
at
was a
the end
great
of the
answer.
day, you know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing.
That's the reality.
That's what I'm seeing.
And
you know what I mean?
that's people need to know. I don't think people even realize, because I know I didn't know.
Because we losing our shows. There aren't any more black shows out there anymore. Bronner Brothers was a big show out of the South. I think they sold their name. They sold their name to an Asian group. And so when you see it on the surface, it's Bronner Brothers. But at the end of the day, that's not behind who's running the show.
And making the products anymore.
And that's what they do. I mean, we don't hold on to anything.
Right.
So they come in with the big money, and it's like, here. And then we take it.
Highest
you know
bidder.
what I mean? It's nothing left for the kids.
Right.
The generations behind us, you know what I
nothing.
mean? So that's what we are, man. So like I said, 10, 20 years from now, I don't know. We'll have to see. You know what I mean?
So y'all heard that. So we need to pay attention. We need to find out what those brands are, and we need to support them.
There you go.
Lightning fast.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they're black owned. So figure out that part, which companies out here or which manufacturers are black owned, and try to support them the best you can.
Yeah.
They used to have a group called Arbor Group. I don't know if
So they were out of Chicago.
Yeah, they are out of Chicago.
Are they still around?
No.
Oh,
It's been dismantled. It was like 4 or 5 companies that were in this one. Yeah, the
logo.
little black lady. Yeah, so they were all under that one umbrella. But all those companies have been sold.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So it's at the end of the day, it's like we don't have anything left. Wow. So.
Well, that was a history lesson for today. So that was some good information, and this is one of the reasons why we do the show, to bring this type of information to the community, because I don't think people even really realize what is happening. It's almost like the demise of the beauty business, where if we take away your products and we start diluting them and doing other things to them, it kind of kills your business. And then people, what recourse do you have as a consumer if you don't even know this is happening behind the scenes? So I'm glad you shared that information.
Well,
And that brings me to my point of what are the products that you carry that consumers as well as professionals who may be watching the show could purchase and reach out to you so that they can buy them?
I carry a firm, which is Avalon Industries. They're a professional-based company out of Chicago. I carry Essations. They're a black-owned company out of Chicago as well. Designer's Touch. I carry Straight Request. So you can look up. Those are the main products in the lines that I carry. The lines that I carry. So you can look any of those companies up. They have retail products as well that I carry. And also I'm on Instagram, Taylor's Beauty Solution. You can look me up there. My products are posted there. I have new product listing, or every week I'm posting something new. So yeah, check me out.
Okay, that is exciting. So can people place orders, DM you through your Instagram, or what's your preference in how they reach you? Should it be the Instagram?
They can DM me, they can call me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
At this point, we're going to get to you the best way we can.
Okay.
And the best way we know how. So.
Very good. And we will definitely share all of your information on screen for you guys to screenshot or pause the show that you're watching, and you'll be able to get Kevin's information for Taylor Beauty Solutions.
Yep, and we ship all over the United States.
Okay, excellent. So anywhere, because this is good.
Yeah.
It's been a really great show. We learned a lot today. I want to say thank you to my guest, Kevin. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Z Marie, thanks for having me.
Yep.
Long time coming, but glad to hear.
We finally got it done.
Be here.
Exactly. And to our viewers, I just want to reiterate, let's make sure we're supporting the manufacturers who are bringing the products to us that we need, professionals as well as consumers, because if we don't support them, who else will? So it's definitely up to us, and we have an opportunity to keep things alive and well in the community, specifically the hair business and the sales business, because they bring it to us so that we can bring it to you. So thanks again for watching.
It's the hair kitchen, baby, and you know what it means. G Marie gon' come around, she gon' really lay it down. She gon' tell y'all all about all the things she knows about beauty in this industry, everything you need to see, hair color and history, business opportunities. So you better listen up real good. The hair kitchen is in your hood. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, let's start the show.